veteran Vinatieri sweeps the leg, 51 yards away. The Colts take the lead. The veteran Vinatieri.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This Corlo-G back in the house talking horses. Y'all know how I do it. Hey, I want to apologize to everybody out there, man, because for not having no midweek report this week. Had some technical difficulties with my equipment, so therefore it is what it is. I apologize to you guys. But this is my what I will be looking for tomorrow at 1 o'clock edition of Talking Horses with Corlo-G. I'm pretty sure y'all done heard that the Ghost Magic Man, OG13, is going to be sidelined tomorrow, man. But in my opinion, y'all, we going to be just fine. You know, them is big shoes to fill. T.Y. Hilton does not get enough credit or, you know, accolades for what he does for just being a leader in our locker room, man. He's a really good guy. He's a beast on the field. Nobody gives him any national media credit or anything, but I'm telling you, I promise you, he's one of my favorite players ever because all he does is go about his business, go home and chill with his family, and that's very respectable to me. But anyway, this is a big game, y'all, because it's the next game. Pittsburgh is tough, and they're feeling themselves right now because they were in the tank. Matter of fact, I think people were calling them hefty, if that makes any sense. But now they're starting to get it right. And they got a defense, y'all. They're kind of sort of like the defense we played last week against the Broncos. And that's keeping it real. But they don't play like that, but they have those kind of players in the front end, the middle, and the back end. On the line, they got T.J. Watt, who, honestly, he's a beast. Hard to block him. And Casey Hampton. Casey Hampton's been doing this for years. He's an interior lineman. He's a stud in the middle. Real talk. And we're going to have to deal with him for 4 quarters. And then in the middle, they got this rookie boy, Devin Bush. This dude's a football player. He came from a college that I really don't like too much, you know, Michigan. But it is what it is. And then And he's a ball hawk. He's like their version of Darius Leonard. He gets there. He's always around the football. But we should be able to take care of him and wear him down for 4 quarters. But on the back end, they got Minka Fitzpatrick that they just got in a little trade from the Dolphins a few weeks ago. And this dude has done nothing but make plays. So we're going to have our hands full. But I'm going to go back to my squad for a second, y'all, and talk about some of the guys that can step their roles up and, you know, kind of try to fill that void that, you know, the Ghost left. And a lot of people are going to say Zach Pascal. And he can do it. He's very capable. And I love me some ZP14 because he does everything right. And he works hard. He grinds every day. And he doesn't care about credit or any of that. He just wants a spot on this roster, and he's earned it. So that's good. But I'm going to talk about a couple other guys who I think can take a little bit of the pressure off JB7. And I'm going to go back to JB7 in a minute. But Nyheim Hines. Nyheim Hines is a really, really good receiver. A really good receiver. And I think it's about time for him to get some more looks, not just at running back, but in the slot or gadget guy, because he's a really, really good, he's smart, and he's good at just finding open space and chip blocking and everything, because we're going to need it, man. This Pittsburgh front is pretty serious. They really serious. But, man, you know, we want to know. So I don't know if y'all know what that means, but I know what it means. That means whatever it takes to win. I don't give a damn if the game's sloppy, Joe. It don't matter. We got to get this W. But and another guy, Ashton Doolin. I would love to see this dude from Malone College, the only guy who's ever came out of Malone College, to get some run tomorrow, man, because he deserves it. He's the leading tackler on special teams, number 16. And this boy's a speed burner. He was a track star in high school and college, 200-meter champ in the hurdles. And he played on the Canton, Ohio field where the Hall of Fame game is played. I'm sorry, y'all. My fault. I couldn't spit that out. But I think he can be a really, really big asset for Frank Reich. I really do. Because he's like a Paris Campbell. They both run about the same amount of speed. I think Doolin's a couple ticks slower, just a little couple ticks. But he reminds me, when I watch this college film, of a bigger T.Y. Hilton. That's it. I mean, the same way T.Y. gets open and runs his routes, that's what Ashton Doolin does. But You know, some of y'all, with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get into this, man, and see where it takes us. But yeah, y'all, like I said, man, I'm so excited for this game, man, because for one, I love watching my team play football. For two, it's a really big game for us. We've won 3 straight. I want to make it 4. Look, I'm greedy. I ain't even tripping. We play one game at a time, man. What happened last week means absolutely nothing to me. Nothing. What we do next week means nothing. But we got to go 1-0 this week by any means necessary. But I want to go back to one person real quick, y'all. JB7. You know something, man? I started thinking about this the other day, man. This dude reminds me of somebody. And do y'all want to know who it is? He reminds me of a really, really good quarterback named Jacoby Brissett. He just reminds me of a really good quarterback. That's it. A lot of people out here are not giving us any respect. That's one. That's facts. But this dude just keeps leading his team to victory. I think with our offensive line tomorrow, protecting him, I think he's going to make some really, really special plays like he did last week. That play still rings in my mind. I've watched it like 40 times, y'all. Because honestly, I've been watching football since I was 5.5, 6 years old. And that's one of the best football plays I've seen since then. It's real talk. There's not too many people who can do what that man did. And I don't care how long you go back and look at history. That was a magnificent play by JB7. But I'm looking for Marlon Mack, y'all, tomorrow. He might not have 100 yards rushing. If he does, hell, I'm all for it. But to get the tough yards, because Pittsburgh, they gonna dirty the water. They're going to muddy the water up. They're going to make it difficult for us to try to run the peel. And like I said, they're pretty good in the front end, the back end. They're not, A1 everywhere, but they do lead the league. They're up there and getting turnovers. They're stingy against the run. So we're going to have to impose our will. But, that ain't nothing to us. We always do that. You know what I'm saying? We got spare time. But anyway, like I said, y'all, going back to the receivers real quick, man. Chester Rogers. Deion Kane, if he's up. I want a big game from Deion Kane, man. 4 or 5 catches, 65 yards, and maybe a tutty is good enough for me when it comes to big games from Deion Kane. Paris Campbell. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm looking for everybody tomorrow. But I'm telling y'all like this, there's an aspect of our game that we have always in our back pocket. And that's our tight end game, y'all. Our tight end game is the truth. So however Frank Reich want to dial that up, because all we got to do is get through 4 quarters of football. I don't give a damn if the score is 1-0. We got to win this game, man. I love our momentum. I love our team. I love the lack of respect. I love going out smacking people. I don't care what the score is. The lower the score, the more you demoralize, sitting in the locker room thinking about, damn, what if we would have, man, if you would have, yeah, something like that, man. And we on the plane ride like, ooh-wee, 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 ooh. Yeah, something like that, music blasting. I can see the captain of the plane right now coming over this loud phone. Guys, we're going over 15,000 feet. I appreciate you guys for going 1-0. That's all I want to hear. I don't give a damn about nothing else. But I'm going to tell y'all like this, though. I'm expecting a good, hard, physical, tough game. It's hard to play at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. It just is. The terrible towel. But guess what? The best way to go out there to shut them down is start fast and finish strong. I'm trying to tell y'all like this, man. 1-0, baby. Horses all day. Hey, I appreciate y'all for talking horses with Corlo-G, man. 1-0. I'm out.